too high. There we go. Welcome to the stream. Today, we're going to be coloring. Alright, Erinyes. Let me send out my notification real quick. There we go. Alright. Oops. Boom. Cool. Alright. Welcome, everybody. So, what we wanted to do, let's throw down some color on her. Yeah, looks like it's like all the lines are possibly down below. What are these? That's that, and this is that. Okay, no, I can keep it where it is. So I kind of like the orange. I think I'm going to have the orange. Orange outfit is going to be a good color. Let's do... I'm going to switch this to... That 20 is quite a large size. Have it down to maybe 15. That's probably good. Alright. Actually, let's do... That orange was a good orange. So, quick fills. I think I kind of want to do everything except the bodice. In that orange. And I might make the bodice a red. I'm going to expand our selection here. 5 is far too big. Undo. Let's expand it by 3. Much better. Okay. Doink, doink, doink. And same as it's the last stream, anybody watching, feel free to ask any art questions or talk about the art that you're doing, or if you just want to say how your day is. Anything I can do to keep the conversation going. In current times, you know, if you're obeying a good quarantine procedure, you're not really getting out there and hanging out with friends and whatnot, so you probably could use someone to talk to. I'm happy to talk to you. I'm chatty. But mostly when it's awkward. Like right now, I'm chatting to myself. But if you're out there, it's not like I'm really alone. It just looks like it. Alright, so let's do a red. Thinking like a dark red, but saturated. Of course, saturated. This is gonna be. Keep it cartoony. Thank you. And then I'm probably do the trim in something else. Maybe a bright yellow. Yeah, that looks good. There we go. That looks good. Okay. And make sure you don't leave any gray areas behind, because it will look funky. I'll fill in those. Sorry, I'm late. You're not that late. I just barely started. Just getting the base colors down right now. And I'll play with those in a second, but yeah. And then, I don't know, probably bold bright yellow. Let's see if we can grab the blank area. No, it's not going to do it. Alright, we're going to go ballsy. It's okay, we can color over anything that overlaps. That's what's nice about digital art, is that if you overlap on something, it's not ruined forever. Most of the time, you just go right back over it with whatever it overwrites. Yeah, that looks good. Do the red. Nice. Better. Okay. I don't know, I think the yellow looks alright. Look at it. It's definitely a little different than the orange. I'm wondering if maybe the I don't know what you call it, the bra part, if that should be a yellow as well. Let's grab it. It doesn't look exactly right either. But the orange doesn't look good. I don't think red would go well there. Excuse me. Like, let's see, what's a good... Try the red? Yeah, I mean, it could be one piece. I was just thinking that maybe the bodice would go underneath and then whatever is on top would be different. Well, so then also we're going to add some flames to it in a minute, which I actually need to... And then I'll grab an orange. Switch that over to, and you're gonna see, you know, like flames on top. I don't know. The red actually looks okay with that. No. Well, yeah. I think we can keep the red. Sure. The red looks all right. Good choice. All right, and this can't be soft. It's going to be the hard brush. And it'll be too much feathering. All right. Now the real question is, black wings or skin color wings? And then, what should her skin color be? I was thinking like a charred orange. If Andrew were here, he would say clear. Oh, what? Where's my gap? Oh, right there, right there. Is that the only? There's another gap over there. It may just be that and that. Let me see if I can clean it up. All right. I think it was on 5. Close that. This is what I was talking about the other day. Close your lines. Because if you don't, you make it harder on yourself. For no reason. And you know, I used to think that it was only for digital black with a hint of red or gold for the wings. You can see that. Yeah, I used to think close your lines was only for digital work. But then I remembered that when I took that art class in high school, my art teacher said something that really stuck with me, which was make your shapes or your lines touch each other, or it looks weird. It looks inorganic. So, note to everybody, close your shapes. Make your lines touch. Don't be afraid of them touching. They're not going to get the Rona. Okay, that's good enough. I'm going to stop futzing with it. All right. Let's move that back to my hard brush. Pop that back up to 15. Hit. Ha ha ha. See? Okay. No. Not all of that. Elbow. Hand. arm, legs, nice, feet, and everything in between. This one's more complicated because it's like 100 little lines. That looks good so far. Let's... But knew I was gonna do it. Knew it. Alright. Can actually... Just going through and selecting all the open areas is not the most glamorous part, but if you don't do it, again, making it harder on yourself for no reason. Whoops. Oops. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Expand selection. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. You know. Sometimes I can't really figure out whether or not I should just manually fill it in or just use the fill tool. Hello, Celestial Gremlin. Welcome to the stream. Right now we are working on closing our shapes. And filling areas with color. Yep, that looks like, well, that should be alright. Okay, okay, okay. Let's get those toes. I've decided that I am going to go through the whole dang thing and highlight it all. Let's get that. Okay, okay. Let's go all the way out here. I don't know, if you've never done digital art, some of this steps might be confusing, or if you never watched anybody do it. It's basically selecting all the areas that I want to have color, and I'm just gonna fill it. One of the best ways to avoid gaps in your color there we go. And then one of the most important things, once you've done this, is to switch from your ink layer to your color layer, or you're going to be very pissed off with yourself when you go to add some more color and you draw over the lines and have to start all over again. Not the whole drawing, of course, just undo what you've done. It's one thing that artists have to get used to doing is the same thing again and again. And if you can't handle that, you probably shouldn't be an artist. Or go to therapy, find out why you can't handle it, and try to better yourself. It's probably a better answer than quit. Maybe don't quit. Go to therapy. Work on yourself. I mean, I don't like redoing things because I don't have a lot of time to do things. Redoing things means wasting time I already don't have. Nice. Good. Looking good. Perfect. All right. Nice. Okay. I think that's it. Looks like everything's covered. Let's try it. Burnt orange. Remember, once you've highlighted everything in the area, switch to your color layer, which is why we label the layers, so you don't mess up your whole drawing. I like this. I like this burnt orange color. Look at that. Look at that. Hell yeah. That looks good. Alright, now we gotta go through and touch up all the spaces that are occupied by other colors. Don't miss any gaps. So one thing that I figured out on my own is that when you have the blank background like this, you can see all the gaps in your color. But when you add a dark background, you can see where your color, like right there, is bleeding over the edge of your ink layer. Let's see down there. And that's one of the downsides to expanding your selection when you do your selections. Because it could expand past the ink lines. The line work, as they say. So you just kind of keep yourself a dark background off in the distance, you know, so that you can go through and double check your work. Save it from any bleeding. Ooh, missed a spot. Now, you would think, what does it matter? It's just a little bit of color bleeding over the edge. Well, once you've turned it into a PNG and you put it on the background that you're going to use, you'll find out that it looks absolutely horrible to have these little bits of color hanging off the end. It looks like a cutout. But we want even blending between character and background. That's why we use the same brush for inking. That's why we try to use the same angles for lighting. It's one thing that I do have to work on, is shading. Because not all of the angles at which I shade shapes is correct. And it definitely shows in the consistency between character and background. And I'm being real persnickety about these. Whereas before, I would complain about putting too much emphasis on perfecting the rough. I definitely put the emphasis on fixing the final. And perfecting the final. And then in the end, it's not perfect anyway. Sometimes, if you want the work out there, you just gotta put out what you can put out. And eventually, it's gonna get better. But you're gonna start off, and ain't nothing gonna be consistent. That's just the way the world is. Physics of the universe. Alright, cool. Yeah, she looks freaking awesome. Alright, so now the question is, do we want brown sandals or golden sandals? I'm thinking golden sandals. Because it'll match her accoutrement. So we'll take gold, I think so. We'll do our yellow. Grab our ink layer, pop in our selections. That one's not going to be easy to just select like this. Then I have to get her wrist pieces and whatnot. I'm right-handed, so going from left to right, I cannot see what I'm highlighting. That's good. There we go. That looks all right. But again, we're going to expand the selection in a second. So can we go? I don't think I can go that way. All right, that's good. That whole thing is selected. Let's get that portion. Okay, and we'll get the snake now. Okay. Got that. Okay. Okay. Now, remember to switch to the color layer. Pop it in, pop it in. Got that. Got the shoes. Oh, I forgot to expand my selection. Expand. Yes. And we'll just pop it in one more time. And one more for good measure. And I should fill it out even more. And now, just gotta clean up the edges. It's gonna have to come down to 10. Let me get these tiny little specks in here. Good, good. Nothing coming over the top anywhere. It's a little bit. Good. That one turned out really good. That one looks okay. That one looks like it might be missing some orange. So it didn't get all the way up to the edge of the snake. Oop. Good. A little bit there. And it looks okay. Although, the moment that I get rid of the gray background, we're going to see that there's a bunch of holes. Ready? How many holes do we got? Actually looking pretty good. That looks like a hole. Oh, there's a gap everywhere. You see why we change backgrounds? As you can see, the white shining through all this color. Even though I expanded the fill like 3 times, it still didn't get all of it. It's like having to color 3 or 4 times. All right. Let's go up the leg. So it's like this part is where I get like real focused because I am not good at coloring. My entire life, I've never been able to color in the lines, and then I find out that digital art, like you can highlight an area and create a border so that you cannot get out of the line. And then I find out that it can form around your gritty ink or a brush that you can use and create these gaps when you use the selection tool, so it doesn't fill in the whole hole anyway. And that's a pain. So like I said, I hate doing things twice. What's the point of doing it the first time if you didn't get it? If you gotta do it again. I have to use a smaller brush through here. Oh, that worked out. All right. Okay. That's looking good there. Sorry, yeah, that music fade out is like, it's a harsh fade. Sit there in silence for like a minute. Guess they want you to really feel that music, huh? Okay. Most of this is looking good. Mm-hmm. Okay. Jesus, like this whole area is just gray. So my hope is, with this piece, that I will have this done by Friday, because I guarantee my players are going to end up meeting her. Especially if I don't get her done. They will absolutely manage to get to the area where she is if I haven't finished her. And while it's not completely detrimental to my gameplay to not finish her, it is something that I would like to represent, to have out there while I'm playing. Anybody who may be watching that game, I want them to see the work that I put in to help my players immerse into the gameplay. So I know I'm definitely a visual person, and sometimes I can't visualize in my own mind what's happening in the game. My mind wanders, but if I have something that my eyes can latch onto, like good drawings, when my mind does wander, I can come back, look at the drawing, and be like, oh yeah, that's where we are. That's done. Okay. Okay, I don't see any gaps. I don't see any bleeding. Good. Victory drink. Cool. Now let's get the wings. What did you say? Black with a hint of red. Black with a hint of red. That looks pretty good. So Maybe like the wrinkles, where the wings expand. It could be like a red, like a darker red than her bodice. Oh man, I got grease in my eye. Oh my god. Alright. So yes, you say. Alright, well let's do that. This drawing literally goes right up to the edge. I did the same thing when I drew Charles C. It's gonna go over the edge, but unfortunately, when I converted him to a PNG, his ears got cut off. Oh, that is negative this whole thing. I didn't mean to negative this whole thing. I just wanted to go a little bit right there. Just don't want it to bleed over, that's all. This should be okay. This should be better. Alright, and then I don't want it in the hair. The hair is going to be its own thing. But I do want to add a tiny little snippet right there. There we go. Okay. Alright. Let's black it out. But of course it can't be completely black or you won't see the lines. Blam. I say blam. And blam. And blam. Anything else? That was it. Alright. And then if we want the... That's a good black. We want to do this. We want to do... let's do 15. Yeah, that's good. And then we want a dark red. Let's do like that dark red. We want like a dull red. Make the lines red. Interesting. Very, very interesting. If the lines are red, then we want a little brighter, maybe. Let's switch to... Very interesting. So if the lines are red, and we make this all the way black. Oh, wicked. I mean, that's cool, but jet black may not be right. Excuse me. I don't like some of these red parts down here. Let me re-ink this. If I can. Try a different red. No, the red's good. I like the red. It's just... Why does it look like the opacity is down? There we go. That's good. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. We can have a little bit of a red shadow to it. Then... All right, that's good. Oops. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. It's all right once I draw over it. Take another look here. Yeah. That looks pretty good. All right. Now we need to move on to the hair. I'm not sure what hair color we should do. If she's like Flame, then you know you have the hottest parts, or actually the darker parts near the bottom and lighter parts near the outside. White hair? We can try white hair. Alright, alright. Alright, that's good. Just a few corrections here and there. I do not know what this song is, but this dude is like real angry about somebody eating his pie. This is such a weird song. What is this? Did you eat my pie? Let's do a grayish white. I mean, that's cool. You tell me that's not cool. I could dig it. White. What if we put like a little bit of blue at the base? Like a flame. Yes. Yes, blue at the base. Yes, blue at the base. Alright, let's take care of all this excess. And then I wonder if maybe get rid of the lines even once we do that. And then it'll really look like flame. So actually it should go down. Okay. All right, let's try. Blue. Give it like that. Blue. We'll change this to soft. Blue eyes. I was kind of thinking like red eyes. Let's do 15. 15 will be good. We'll do let me add, I'm just gonna add a layer. We'll just do it this way. What is this art thing? How it's like expression of like self and emotion and stuff. And yeah, game Ranma. A pale blue would be cool eye color. Yeah, I think so too. So let's do this. Let's do filter, blur, Gaussian. Let's increase that blur a little bit. I like that one. That one's good. Boom. Blue. See? This is the tricks that you can learn on digital art. All right. Let's get that white. We're going to do pure white around the outside. Let's do gently. Oh, right. Because this is release clipping mask. Let's do erase the outside. This is blue over here. Oops. That's so you don't want the blue leaking out into everything else. Okay. Sorry, I look over at this monitor because it's got a little more vibrant color. This is a better monitor. But yeah, I think I got all the blue. Clear skin for the wind. I swear to God, Andrew. Alright, where was I? Alright, so give a little white flick over the top. Just barely around the outside. Filter, let's do that blur. That should give her hair a little bit of a glow. And then I'm gonna go bold. We're just gonna take the lines away. Now I'm doing this all in one stroke so I can just undo it real quick. Alright, so the one thing that it didn't do, or that I forgot to do, is that the white color base is on the color layer. Which means I need to duplicate this. Let's do, or I could just leave it glowing. I don't know. What do you think? Should I just leave the hair glowing like this, or take out the lines? Leave it? All right. I'll leave it. Okay. Okay. Yep. Fine by me. That's that. Now, here's the hard part. Flames. So there's fire all around her. There needs to be shade. But the shade is going to be the hard part. Shade needs to go over, and I said shade needs to go over color. Oh, colorized. Thank you. I would have completely forgotten about that. Alright. And what, you think, like a light blue in her eye? Like that. I can even, or I can put the blue color in her eye. Now, and then Meg Foster. I'm not familiar with Meg Foster. I'll do that again. I think an 8 is good. There you go. Now her eyes are glowing even more. Yeah. I like this. All right. So, shade. Shade is definitely gonna be blue. Gotta have blue. Let's do, and it's gonna be light. Like the shading is gonna be pretty transparent. Basically. Oh, you sent me a photo. I'm not sure I don't know who Meg Foster is. All right. Yeah, no, I still don't know who Meg Foster is. Let's do... Yeah, I saw you sent a photo of her. I saw that. I still don't know who it is, though. Alright. Okay, put that on top. You can put that on the wings. Kind of see it. Alright. And... I don't know, there's not really much of shadow going on here because, like I said, she's sitting in fire. Surrounded by fire. You just have to do it for a 3D shape. Yeah. Where'd that lump come from? See this little part that won't change from red? That's because it overlapped. I hate when I overlap. That I don't like. Okay, that's fine. Super thin. Yeah. She was in Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren? Okay. I can't believe you know Masters of the Universe. Evil Lynn. Okay. IMDb. I guess that counts a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go down the side here. Off that. And this is weird because, like, the fire is literally right here up against all of this. I have no way. I have no idea. There's nothing that I can look up that would prepare me for shading while somebody is sitting in fire. Like, seriously, what do you shade? How do you shade that? Ask Andy. I'm pretty sure this would stump Andy too. He'd tell me, "Where's your light source?" And gestures around room. Is it Josh who is an artist? Like my player Josh? No. Michael is. Or was. He's told me. Who is it that was next to you at Comic-Con? Oh, Donovan. Donovan rarely leaves anywhere. You may not have met him. Let's expand this. I never met him, but you've talked about him and showed me his work. Yeah. And not Abed? You're not a fan of the show Community? Not Abed? Mm-hmm. Looks pretty good. Okay. That look okay? I think it looks okay. The only thing that's missing is the flames. Oh, you've never heard of Community? Oh, you gotta watch it. I don't know where you can find it right now, but it's definitely worth watching. The toes look dead. They are dead toes. The toes are dead. I'm happy with the toes. I'm gonna leave them. Let me get these flames in here, though. Can I? Yeah. So I know this looks weird. Like they're flame shooting like 30 feet off of her. But what we're gonna do is something I learned about from a YouTube video. Let's see if this works. It scares me a little bit every time I do it. Okay, I think it's filter. Distort. Wave? Yeah, wave. And it's super small. We need to edit, transform, make gigantic. Yes, and then we'll shrink it down in a minute. Distort. Wave. There we go. And then something like that. Maybe like that. Let's do... Sorry, this is kind of a process. That might work. Okay. Kinda. Let's see what we can make out of it. We want this one. We want... Let's do... do that. Okay, we'll try it. Try, and then we duplicate layer. Duplicate layer. Yes. And then we... do screen. It's a good color on top of it. Sure, we do need a darker version, so let's put that underneath, and then we'll take this one, and then we'll do more down like that, like this. Out around that edge. Do around here. Okay, and then we duplicate that layer. Yes, but we're going to change that to screen, and then we will lighten that one too. And then we do it again. Duplicate layer. We'll do a screen on that too. We'll lower that even more. And do it again. That is cool, isn't it? Yeah, yep. And then we will merge down, merge down, merge down, and merge down. Nope. That should be good. Okay. And I'll have to take these and plop it in that group. Select the group. Transform group. And that's how you have fire boobies. Ridiculous. But yeah, that's it. And then you just have to take... I'm going to take our shade here. We'll create another clipping mask. We'll call this highlight. Take our yellow. And then we'll take some white. Go down here, grab this. I'll go to Tom 15. No, let's take 5. Get some highlights going up here. It's hard to get that shine on here. What I can do is I can take the blue section, grab this, pop it up, just blap, 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 blap. Yeah. Back down to our highlights. 5. Let's do this area. That, grab our blue again, pop it up, bang. That really should be over the line, but I don't want to mess with it right now. There are some things that need perfection. There are other things that look just fine without it. Okay. That's that, and now we need the reflection of the flames. We'll call this 15. And we'll take that. We do want to take less opacity. And because, like I said, there is flame everywhere, she's gonna have that edge lighting in places. And, like, why would I put a shadow here if there's gonna be some edge lighting? Like, and this is the problem with doing an opacity, is that you can't go over it twice. Just literally flames right next to her. Literally sitting on flames. What is it? Okay, so her cloth here will be covering that, so that wouldn't have a highlight on it, but this certainly would. Which is interesting with the shadow right next to it. The toe ones look weird. None on the toes. Okay. And then maybe out on the outside of the wings too. Loving it. I'm glad to hear it. Because it's rough. And for those of my players who are watching, now you know some of the efforts that I go through to get you guys some really good looking content. Alright? Appreciate this shit. We'll do this across that. Alright. The end. You have now seen it all the way through. There she is. And for those of you who stayed long enough to see it, I'm going to go ahead. And at the end of our stream here, I'm going to go ahead and add it to where she's going to be. No, the other flames. And I'm going to take... I'm going to do this. Let's do... I'm going to save as PNG. And there she goes. Nope. Can't save as PNG with a background. Yes. Grab. Where's my open? Open. PNG. Copy. Right over the top of everything. Paste. Shrink. Shrink her just a little bit more. And there she is. Awkwardly sitting in a room of flame that doesn't exactly match her cartooniness. But there she is. I think she looks great. All right. Well, that is the end of the stream for tonight. I'm going to thank everybody for sticking with it and joining me through all of this craziness. I will catch you all next time. Not sure what we're going to be doing next time, but we'll see you then. Bye.